Namaste everyone. How are you doing? Hoping that you are doing good. In this video we are going to discuss some more aptitude problems and solutions. So let's get started. The first problem is in a vessel 35 liters of milk is mixed with 5 liters of water. From this vessel 16 liters of this mixture is taken out and 12 liters of milk is added to it. What is the resultant perspective ratio between the quantities of milk and water in the vessel? It is given that there are 35 liters of milk and 5 liters of water in a vessel. So the ratio is 7:1 and the total parts are 7 plus 1 equal to 8 parts. 8 parts of quantity, 8 parts of milk and water are present in that vessel. Now what happened? They have taken the 16 liters of mixture taken out. They have taken out 16 liters. Among these 16 liters, how much of milk and how much of water are present means we have to calculate 7 by 8 into 16. Therefore we get the amount of milk present in this mixture taken out. So 7 by 8 into 16 is 14 liters. 14 liters of milk is present in the 16 liters and 1 by 8 into 16, that is 2 liters of water are present in the 16 liters. Now the vessel lost 14 liters of milk and 2 liters of water. So that's why 35 liters of milk minus 14 liters of milk is 21 liters. Again 5 liters of water minus 2 liters of water, that is 3 liters of water present in that vessel. Now what they did, they have mixed 12 liters of milk into that vessel. So 12 liters of milk means 21 plus 12. 21 plus 12 means 33 and they have not added any water. That's why we have kept space here. And the 3 liters of water is as it is. And they have asked the ratio between these two. So 33:3 means 11:1. Option C is the right answer. I hope you understood this one. Let's move on to the second question. Respective ratio between the amount of money with Raj and Simmi was 2:3. Out of the money Simmi had, she gave 40% as tuition fees, 25% as hostel fees, 15% she kept aside for transportation, and the remaining amount is 4,200 rupees. How much money did Raj have? They have given the data of Simmi and asking the data of Raj. So let's move on to the answer. Let the salary of Simmi be X and she has spent 40%, 25% plus 15%. 40 plus 25 plus 15 means 80%. The remaining is 20%. 100 minus 80 is 20%. So X into 20 by 100 equal to 4,200 rupees. And X equal to 4,200 into 5, that equal to 21,000 rupees. Or 4,200 means 20%. So what is 100% into 5? 4,200 means 4,200 into 5 is 21,000 rupees. Now they have asked, this 21,000 rupees is the 3 parts value. They have asked to identify the 2 parts value. So 2 by 3 into 21,000 is 14,000. Option A is the right answer. Moving to the third question. Set A contains 4 consecutive odd numbers and set B contains 4 consecutive even numbers. The smallest number of set A is 13 more than smallest number of set B. If the sum of the highest numbers of both sets is 57, what is the smallest number of set A? It is given that set A is containing all the odd numbers, consecutive odd numbers. We don't know those numbers, so we have considered it as X, and X plus 2, X plus 4, X plus 6. The difference between two consecutive odd numbers or even numbers is 2. So that's why we have taken plus 2 plus 4 plus 6. Again, set B contains all consecutive even numbers and the condition is this the smallest even number is 13 less than the smallest odd number. So that's why we have taken X minus 13. X minus 13 plus 2, X minus 11, X minus 9, X minus 7. They have given one more condition. The sum of highest numbers of both these sets is 57. So X plus 6 plus X minus 7 equal to 57, like this. After all the simplification we get X equal to 29. They have asked the X value, the smallest odd number value, that is 29. Option C is the right answer. Moving to the fourth question. Percent profit earned by selling an article for 483 rupees is equal to the percent loss incurred by if the same article is sold for 357 rupees. What would be the selling price of the article if it is sold at 10% profit? On reading the first statement, we get that the cost price of this article is average of 483 and 357. So 483 plus 357 by 2 equal to 840 by 2 and 420. 420 rupees is the cost price of that article. They have asked to identify the 10% selling price if it is sold at 10% profit. 100% is 420 rupees. They have asked to identify the 110%. So 110 by 100 into 420 rupees, that gives 462 rupees. Or there is another method, 10% of 420 means 42 rupees. So 420 plus 42 equal to 462. Option D is the right answer. Moving to the fifth question. Square root of 64 plus 240 divided by square root of 6.25 into 2 equal to 2 to the power of 13 minus something. We have to identify this question mark something. Okay, square root of 6.25 means square root 2.5. 2.5 can also be written as 25 by 10. So to convert this divided by into multiplication symbol, we will convert the numerator into denominator, denominator into numerator. So 10 by 25. After all the cancellation, we get square root of 64 plus 48 into 4. And square root of 256 is 16. 16 can be written as 2 to the power of 4. 2 to the power of 13 minus something gives 13 minus something equal to 4. That something is 9. Option A is the right answer. Moving to the sixth question. Question mark minus something minus 15 into 6 divided by 4 divided by 0.3 equal to 30. Left hand side 1 decimal, right hand side 1 0. Gets cancelled. 3 into 3, 9. Right hand side is 9. So x equal to minus 15 into 6 divided by 4 goes here, becomes 90 plus 90 divided by 4. After this simplification, we get x equal to 31.5. Option C is the right answer. Moving to the seventh question. Raj lent 16,000 rupees to Nag for 1.5 years at 10% per annum. What is the amount Nag paid to Raj to settle the accounts if interest is compounded half yearly? The time period is 1.5 years and compounded half yearly. It means we have to calculate 3 times. There are 3 half years in 1.5 year. So the principal is 16,000 rupees and the rate of interest will be 5%. Here 10% per annum they have given, but the compounded is half yearly. So we divide the 10% with 2. We get 5%. And 5% of 16,000 is 800. 16,000 plus 800 is 16,800. Again 5% of 16,800 is 840. This plus this gives 17,640. Again 17,640, 5% of 17,640 is 882 rupees. First half year, second half year, third half year. Finally we get the amount 18,522. Option B is the right answer. Last and final question, 8th question. What sum will amount to 13,310 rupees in 2 years at 10% per annum of compound interest being compounded annually? Here annually, the compounded is annually. Principal is 13,310 and we have to identify the principal. Amount is 121%. 121% equal to 13,310. It's clear. And we have to identify the principal, that is 100%. 100 by 121 into 13,310. With 11 table we get easily cancelled and the principal is 11,000 rupees. Option B is the right answer. Thank you for watching. Keep learning and be happy.